Twelfth Night by William Shakespeare, Act 2, Scene 2, Practice 2. The Twelfth Night is a play written by William Shakespeare in 1623. The play uncovers the complicated plot of a love triangle between three characters, Duke Orsino, Olivia, and Viola, otherwise known as Cesario. In this specific passage of Act 2, Scene 2, we see the complicating of the plot as we're introduced to part of the love triangle, which is Olivia's admiration towards the character Cesario. From there, we are able to see how Viola feels towards the situation, how she reacts to Olivia's declaration of her love, and how Malvolio seems to be tangled within it in a way. The scene begins with Malvolio, who is Olivia's servant and is also characterized as someone who is undoubtedly in love with his lady. Olivia has requested Malvolio to return a given ring to Cesario. However, Cesario didn't leave a ring. She returns this ring to you, sir. On line 5 is what Malvolio says. The symbolic act of giving a jewel shows that Olivia is interested in Cesario, and as the passage goes on, it becomes evident that Malvolio is somewhat jealous of the attention that Olivia has given to Cesario, because he wants that towards himself. Furthermore, because Cesario's reaction seemed to be ungrateful over the idea... because it seems as though Cesario is ungrateful for the love that Olivia has given to him. And there's a sign of jealousy as well when Malvolio throws the ring on the floor and says, "If it be worth stooping for, there it lies, in your eye. If not, be at his that finds it." The act of throwing the ring down is a form of dramatic irony because it shows that Cesario is leaning down to retrieve the ring, or in other words, it may be interpreted as though Cesario is bowing down to Malvolio, which is a direct representation of the different social classes. However, of course, it's dramatic irony because Cesario is not a servant and Cesario does not work for Malvolio, but Cesario is actually a noble woman, Viola. After Malvolio's childish and annoyed, as well as jealousy forms of acts, Malvolio exits the scene and Viola is left on stage by herself, and she proceeds with her soliloquy as she thinks out loud and connects with the audience. Shakespeare starts the soliloquy with a rhetorical question, and Viola quickly responds to the question, which shows Viola's intelligence, and it shows how she is quick to uncover the meaning of certain things, and furthermore, it shows the idea of the plot complicating, and now that Viola understands that Olivia loves her. There are many usage of exclamatory sentences. For example, "Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her," "She loves me sure," and "I am the man." The use of exclamatory sentences continue to add to the idea that Viola has quickly understood the meaning of the giving of the ring, and furthermore shows her surprise act that she has charmed Olivia so much. Then it continues to, on line 20, it continues on line 26 when Viola says, "Poor lady, she were better love, a better dream." This metaphor is connected to the idea of Viola pitying Olivia because she knows that Olivia cannot have love for Cesario because Cesario is not a man, and during this time it was very heteronormative. The soliloquy continues as Shakespeare uses a rhyming couplet on line 31. Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we, for such as we are made of, such we be. The uses of our and we shows that Viola is classifying herself within the group of women, and these two lines show that Viola empathizes with Olivia because she understands what it's like when men have a lot of power over the women, and that women tend to love men who have power over them in a way. Furthermore, she understands what it's like to be in love with someone and have the love unrequited, because Viola is clearly in love with Duke Orsino. However, his love is not reciprocated because for now he believes that Cesario is a man. It continues again with a rhetorical question: how will this fadige? And this is the act of Viola rhetorically asking how this problem and this complication will be fixed and how she can help in order to fix it. And this furthermore is foreshadowing to the untanglement of the plot and of the love triangle being split. Finally, it says on line 33, it says, "My masters love her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me." This is the complete and obvious representation and the understanding of a love triangle, because Viola here is explaining the fact that she loves Duke Orsino, however Duke Orsino loves Olivia, and Olivia loves Cesario. And it is the complete realization of the plot. This realization becomes very significant because it sets up for the untanglement of the plot, and it keeps the audience curious as to what will occur next within the love triangle, because it's now clearly noticed that there is such a love triangle. Finally, Viola says what will become of this, which again makes the end of the soliloquy somewhat open-ended and makes the continuation of the plot occur. And finally, it ends with the act of disguise, as she says, "As I am a man," and she also says, "As I am a woman." This shows Viola's disguise and deception, which she has placed on her characters, as they believe that she is a man, and she has somewhat made the overall idea of the love triangle more complicated because she is disguised. To conclude, this passage from Act 2, Scene 2 is quite important, as it is the time in which Viola realizes the true love triangle, and it allows for the audience to expect something to come out of it, and furthermore expect how the characters will end up in the end and which characters they will end up with.